Peace. So I wanted to have a serious conversation with y'all. It's gonna be hard to talk about. First, I wanted to say sorry if I disappointed y'all. In this channel and in this journey, with topics and discussions unfulfilled, with things that may have hurt your feelings that I wasn't aware of. I'm sorry for the friendships I've lost on here, whether it's my part or your part. Just a lot, really. It's hard having a channel or just dealing with people when you're a sensitive person. It causes a lot of friction and turmoil, and a lot of the things they say dryly, people take as insult, and a lot of unspoken words. There's a lot of things going wrong right now that I don't know how to fix, if it should be fixed. Some things I can't fix. And more I feel like it's swallowing me whole. I've tried to make this video or a video like it many times these past couple of weeks, and I end up hyper emotional and just don't post it because I wasn't sure if I was clear or if it made sense, or does anybody even want to listen to me crying, really. There's a lot of mistakes I've made in this life. That keep me up at night. And I always say there's no point in regretting things, because what the hell can you do about it if it already happened, right? You know, as I said, depression and anxiety has robbed a lot from me. And, you know, I try not to hold it as an identity. But even if I pretend it's not there and continue along, it's like waves. Not really a high-low, because that's a whole different thing. But, you know, there's like a numb, and then there's a really deep, dark place. Then it goes back to numbness kind of thing. And I know that's hard to deal with if you know me personally. It might be hard to deal with if you just know me through here. I don't know. I've tried to use this channel to work through things. Or just to show you different things, or to have a space where I'm myself in a day-to-day, where I'm just an errand person or a gateway to a different life or whatever. Not sure if I've been succeeding on that mission for this channel or not. You know, a lot of it is held back or kept under wraps for a variety of reasons. I mean, sometimes you just don't want to be combative. And in that combativeness, or trying to stay away from that combativeness in my channel, I, you know, hold back some. Um, Trying to stay away from that combativeness in my life, I've swallowed a lot. Um, and I don't know. I'm at a space where I'm not sure how I see people or what role people play in my life. And I mean people as specific persons and people just as a general idea. Why I even came on YouTube in general was to have a voice in a environment where I don't have one, where it's seen as disrespect to say no regardless of how old you are. It's seen as disrespectful to do your own thing, to talk a certain way or act a certain way, and not even just in like a rebellious type of way, whatever that means, but just silenced in totality. I've had to, refrain from certain vocabulary because it was too high class or too insert university. um, or oh, I think I'm better than them or whatever. Um, People have thought my life afforded me privileges that don't really exist. Or people thinking I'm happy or getting everything I want, or I want this life, environment, situation. I will admit I haven't always worked as hard as I should towards things. I mean, it's discouraging being like literally laughed at by job places or places telling you, yeah, I really like the energy you give off, and then they don't hire you. Well, with the last place I was at, it wasn't just the things I was saying with, things malfunctioning and it being extremely stressful with people screaming in my ear and, making things my fault that I have no idea about, things that happened before I was there. It was also just the employer not telling me that he would be eventually transferring his business to someone else. The learning of the shystiness of the lady that was taking over, and how she avoided ever interviewing me or anything to transfer me over. And all of that is just a lot of uncomfortableness and doubt. And I left before I felt embarrassed or more awkward. And I guess I should have more fight. But, like, when you're not taught that, or when you're constantly, like, the butt of jokes, or people don't take you seriously, it's hard. I remember with that particular position, people would assume I'm the secretary simply because I was the only woman there, even though I had the same title of the other people. I don't know, it just made me feel weird. Especially since it was a position that I got after not having anything for a little while, so it hit different, you know? And, you know, I've wanted people to be around who didn't feel like they had to be around. And it's just a rush kind of thing. And it's taken me too long. And it's a source of embarrassment. There's nothing jovial about it. I don't know where the hell anybody would have got that from. I've loved and lost a lot. And a lot of it feels inescapable. That's what people don't understand, and it's not like I mean to be a complaining soul. It's just that, like, you want to know that people are there. And my fault is I ride for people that will never ride for me, as including family. My stupid ass has been loyal to people for no reason. I don't know, like, I've fell out with people, and you won't hear me say, like, what they told me or what exactly I did for them. Because for what? Even when I get really angry at people, my first inclination is to not insult them. Maybe it's because of, like, how I grew up. Because I said I dealt with a lot of, like, verbal abuse. Verbal abuse that people talk did happen. So it's not my first inclination. Because I know what the hell that feels like. And I try my best not to dismiss feelings. I mean, a lot of misunderstandings is also my awkwardness of trying to relate. And I also never found that balance of, like, trying to feel as though I'm inputting something into the house and, like, inputting something into myself as well, you know? I've had a lot of really bad thoughts lately. Because I don't feel like anybody gets it. It's like I'm tired of arguing. Tired of wondering, like, what love is, and thinking about, like, the friendships and connections I had with people that ended over dumb stuff messes with my head. And I'm trying with everything in me to hold on, but I don't know what for. I mean, I guess other than half of my family would be lost when it comes to a lot of things, but why should I care? I can't even say like, oh, my partner would miss me, because I don't know if that's true anymore. And I mean, I don't know. Tired of therapy, especially talking about like ideations. And honestly, none of the meds worked. I mean, I stopped crying, but the feelings didn't alleviate. I know they're not gonna disappear without other, you know, physical workings, but they didn't alleviate. Only like the Adderall helped with my energy level, because I get really, really fatigued. Um, so help with that and help with appetite. That's about it. I mean, lately I don't even really eat like that anyway. So it's kind of up and down. Some days I don't want anything. Some days I want everything. Um, and I've been getting a lot of like really serious night cravings. I try not to have any actual like meals then. So what I've been doing is having almonds, the natural almonds. I usually like raw almonds, but haven't got any of those lately. And Blue Diamond has been on sale a lot, so I have the natural almonds or those little Hormel Natural snack packs I've showed you all. I'll have one of those. I was really stocking up on those in the last 2-3 weeks because there was a good rebate on them that made them like almost free to 30 cents. So that rebate's done. But I like those. Or I would also have the Premier protein shakes, but I haven't gotten a chance to buy those because they're not cheap. I'll try to get them this week, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't really know what to do because there's like a giant empty feeling. And I think when people see me, all they see is what I don't have or what I should have. And I hate that feeling of invisibility as a person. Dude, I can't take any more crying for today. I'm trying my best to want to be here. I'm trying so, so, so hard. I like have zero support. I mean, like, nobody. I don't know what to do with myself. And it's like, yeah, you should have goals and ambitions, but if you got nobody in your life, or don't feel like anybody get it, what are you striving for, really? mean, I guess for yourself, but I never been like a showboaty type of person. My mother said something about that the other day. Cause I would like to take food pictures. You're like, oh yeah, I know you took a picture of that because you like your father. You like to show off. I ain't never been no show off type of person. I really like food, cooking, creating, and I do like to share. But it's never like, oh, I'm better than you and I can do this and you can't type of shit. It's more of a like, look at what I tried. Isn't this cool type of shit. That's why I hate sometimes on Chopped, the Food Network. Be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna win this. I might be the best cook in the USA. My ego is just not that large. I mean, yeah, I do it well. Do I think that there's someone who can't do it? I mean, of course, there's always gonna be someone who can do it better. There's gonna be someone that looks better, smells better, whatever. I ain't really concerned with all that, but I don't know. And it's not like I want to be seen, like popular seen, because I'm uncomfortable with all that attention. It's like wanting to be understood. Not wanting to have to explain yourself over and over again. Wanting people to want to understand the same way you search to understand them. That's all, really. So, I'm here talking to you, trying to remain. That's all I had to say. I got through this way better than I did before. Thank you for watching. Bye.